Howdy folks, BC here. You're watching Deuce & Guns, and today we're talking about training. Actually, not even training. We're going to talk about the new MantisX training system that the company sent me for review. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and open up the box here, where I got it pre-opened a little bit, and you get a nice Pelican carrying case, some instructions. There's also a cord in there, but I've already had it out because you have to charge it up. So you have your basically simple instructions here, very easy to deal with. You open her up, and here is your sensor. It's designed for a Picatinny rail, so let's go ahead and mount her up onto the Glock. Okay, your sensor is now mounted. Now, take a look here, sensoring position. We have, when the USB port, which is actually the charging port, it uses a normal phone charging port. So it's, if you've got an Android phone, you already got your charger set up. If you've got an Apple phone, it comes with an actual USB cable for you. So this way it is mounted forward with the USB port facing toward you. Now the sensor's already charged up, it's mounted up, and I've already pushed a button here to turn it on. So you have a green blinking light right there, indicating it's ready to pair with your phone. And it does that via Bluetooth over the app right there. And of course you can see my lovely bride there down in a margarita as well. You bring that up here, you connect, scans, it finds it, and it's going to ask for you to leave it on a stable surface to calibrate. It is now calibrated. And now let's go ahead. I'm trying to knock the glare off of that here. Okay. And now I want to settings, and I want to make sure that we have the correct settings here. Okay. I'm right-handed, so set up for right-handed shooter. Live fire detection. I'm not going to fire live ammo in the bunker. And we got backwards mount there. Go ahead and change that to forward mount to match the picture on the diagram here. Okay, now let's try some dry fire exercises. Okay, where you started. I'm going to drop it and anticipating recoil. Mainly because I am shooting in a incorrect position to put everything on camera. Hey, great shot! Another great shot. Let's go and take this to the range and really put it through its paces. Now we're down on the range, and I'm curious what the actual MantisX looks at when you're shooting. So I went ahead and put my action camera, mounted it on the end of my Glock 34, and let's see what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and mount the MantisX and get it set up here, and we're going to try her out. And now, as you can see right there, I got a 90.8, which is actually pretty good, I think. 100% would be if you didn't move every shot, which would pretty much be impossible, especially for a dude like me who is not the greatest shooter in the world. Even the greatest shooters in the world can't do that. So I think that's very respectable, because I was good enough to basically have a nice tight grouping on a target 10 yards away, and it's basically, I was using one of these targets right here, and it's right in the center, like I expected. So the actual MantisX is sensitive enough to tell me that I still have something to work on, even though the target came out clean. Now, as I said, this was a training tool, and check it out. If you actually click on one of these shots, it actually tells you what you're doing wrong. That's telling me what I'm doing wrong right there. Okay, another big one was over here. Let's see what that's doing right there, and there's how to fix it. Well, folks, as you saw, I took the little MantisX training system to the range several times, actually, and really tested it out, put it through its paces, and I have to say that it is actually a decent training tool, and I really enjoyed using it. It took a while to get used to it. I will acknowledge that. It took a while to get used to it and to actually figure out what the actual readings were telling me. But once I figured that out, it actually became a very useful training tool. Now, once I was home from the range, I looked through all my stats here, and this screen was actually the most helpful for me, which basically tells me what I did wrong, how badly I was wrong, and how was it pulling me off center. So those 3 points there really helped me out, especially as a competitive shooter. Now in the future, they're actually going to have an upgrade to their program, like so. It's going to look like that, and actually going to track the muzzle before, during, and after the shot, which is going to be even more helpful to me as a competitive shooter. Now I mentioned competitive shooting because I do actually compete in USPSA events, and I shoot usually on a monthly basis at these events. Now unfortunately I do not have the time or energy or resources to practice as much as some of my competitors do with their actual competition pistol. This Glock 34 is my competition pistol. Now in an ideal world, I would spend pretty much every week, I would go to the range at least once or twice and put 100 rounds down the barrel in a competition type scenario and really hone my skill. And frankly, I get bored shooting the same pistol over and over again every single week for training, like this Glock 34. Because I like to shoot a variety of different things, including this Browning High Power, this Nagant revolver with this crazy strong 25-pound trigger pull, and whatever the heck this thing is called. I'll just shoot it all. I'll shoot all kinds of variety just to keep my mind interested in shooting sports and just to try a variation of different things. But unfortunately, that eats up all my training time that I would normally use with my Glock. Sometimes I will actually go from 1 month to another and only shoot this in competition. Now sometimes during competition I have to adjust my aim to the right on the fly just to compensate for my tendency to shoot left due to shooting so many military surplus revolvers and pistols that have super heavy triggers. Now I'm thinking if I get a mag or two off in the Glock using the MantisX training tool right before competition, I think that will be a huge time saver in training and help get my mind right and get my trigger pull and muscle memory back much quicker than a couple hundred rounds every week. So in conclusion, I do actually like the MantisX training system. I think many shooters could benefit from the tools that it provides. And as a former teacher, I'm always looking for ways to educate more completely and more efficiently and using less time to do so. And I think the MantisX program does just that. Now if you feel the MantisX training system may benefit you, I'll leave a link in the description below the video, and I'm working on a discount code for free shipping if you choose to order one. Well guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and go and subscribe for a lot more on the way. And if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas, leave those in the comment box with the video. And of course, you guys have a great day. See ya. And forward mount to match the picture in the instructions. And there's my lovely wife telling me that she loves me. Aww, not cute.